When we think about success, we usually think about output. We think about the hustle, the long hours, and the greed it takes to reach the top. But there is a silent variable in the equation of growth that we often ignore until it breaks. Welcome to Parallax Circle. I'm your host. Today we are shifting our perspective on what it takes to succeed. We are not talking about strategy or skill set. We are talking about emotional infrastructure. We are exploring the idea that your mental well being is not just a personal luxury, it is the very engine of your personal and lifelong growth. Today, we look at the data that proves a healthy mind is ultimately competitive advantage. Let me start with a hard truth. You cannot produce a high level if your internal system is crashing. Recently, national economic data indicates that mental well being is a primary driver of functional productivity. In fact, the number are staggering. It is estimated that between 2012 and 2030, the loss to the Indian economy due to untreated mental health condition could reach over $1 trillion. Think about that. We are not just losing happiness, we are losing the equivalent of a massive chunk of our national growth. Why? Because of presenteeism. This is the state where you are physically at your desk but your mind is paralyzed by anxiety or burnout. Data shows that employee under the age of 30, the very people meant to lead our future, are most vulnerable. While corporate culture often rewards the 90-hour work week, the data suggests the opposite. Hostile work environment and extreme stress does not create winners, they create economic barrier breaks. The student perspective, the great rewiring. If we look at the parallax of the next generation, the view is even more intense. Among our students, nearly 70% reports experiencing moderate to high level of anxiety. We are living through what experts call the great rewiring of childhood. We have moved from play based growth to phone based isolation. Surveys suggest that over 80% of students cites academic performance in exams as their primary source of distress. But here is the valid point. Growth is not a sprint, it is a marathon of resilience. If a student is academically brilliant but economically fragile, their success is unsustainable. Success in modern era requires a shift from standard of living, which is about what you own, to quality of life, which is about how you feel while you are achieving. So, how do we fix the infrastructure? We look at the tools that are already working. There has been a massive surge in people reaching out for help. In the last year alone, a specialized consultation service in India handled over 12 lakh calls. This is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of a mental well being, mental health awakening. People are realizing that seeking support is a high performance habit. Another key pointer: preventive wellness. We have seen over 5.7 crore wellness sessions focusing on yoga, meditation, physical activities conducted across the country, primary health centers. This tells us the emotional health is not just solved in a doctor office, it's built in the daily routine. It builds when you choose to disconnect from the digital noise and reconnect with your physical self. Success is often sold to us as a destination where we arrive exhausted, but the true paradox view tells us that the success is the ability to navigate life challenges while remaining productively functional. Your emotional health is the foundation. If that foundation is cracked, no amount of wealth and status can uphold the structure. As we close this circle, I want to leave you with one thought. What is one recovery habit you can start today? Not a work habit, but a recovery habit. Because your growth will always be kept by your well being. Thank you for listening to Parallel Circle. I am your host, keeping Keep questioning the view, and I'll see you in the next circle.